Arlynn here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is very simply a pop-up chit-chat video. That is it. Number one, you guys, so many of you have said that you just really enjoy my chit-chat videos. And number two, I've been asked a couple of questions that I want to respond to. Actually, you guys have made a couple of statements about Chris and myself that I'd like to respond to and how well we work together as a team and so on. So I thought I would give you our story and how we met and how we've grown together as a married couple for almost 42 years. We'll be married 42 years in a short amount of time here. I can't even believe it. 42 years, you guys. And I know so many of you have been married longer. And congratulations. Oh my goodness. And, but first off, first I want to tell you about my outfit of the day. And second, I want to talk about Stacy, my sweet cousin, Stacy. As you guys saw a picture of her the other day. And I want to talk about I want to remind you about something that she offers. And yes, I am kind of doing a little bit of a sales pitch, if you will, but I think you'll enjoy what she is offering. And it is not a very expensive little sales pitch, but I thought you guys might enjoy being reminded about this for those of you who have been with me for a while. And also, this might be something new to those of you who have just joined me. Amazon haul. Awesome. And I also have an Amazon haul. So let's get started, right? Let's get started. So let's start out with my outfit of the day, which is not anything new at all. If anything, it's rather old. I've had this vest. You can see a picture of me here. Since before Christmas, I guess. Since way before Christmas. Y'all know, it didn't fit me. It didn't fit me right for a while. I had it hanging in my closet. I also have another version that is blue and a lighter color blue and a gray or something. I can't remember. I didn't bring it out here. But do check my Amazon fashion box for the vest. I have a black turtleneck on. I wear turtlenecks in the wintertime. I love turtlenecks. I absolutely love a turtleneck, you guys. And you all have seen me in plenty of V-neck tops and this and that. But I love me a turtleneck, especially when it's cold outside. I get chilly easily. And I've always been like that. But since I've lost a lot of weight, I really get chilly. So I like to have something up around my neck, either as a scarf or whatever. The summertime is the only time you'll really see me in my V-necks. The jewelry, and I have my jean jeggings on, and my flat Fever Soul little patent leather shoes. My hair's up and in a bun today with a headband in. I'm having a bad hair day, so I threw it up and into a clip. I don't know whether I have any of these clips in. I don't know whether you can see it or whether I want to show it to you there, but I have a bunch of these clips. And what I have or what I can link, I'll link in the fashion box. How about that? My jewelry, necklace and earrings are something that Chris got me at the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge up in Denali in Alaska. And they are just beautiful and have held up. He got these for me back in 2010. That's how long I've had these. So, no, I'm lying, 2012. So these are over a decade old and they look just as good now as the day he bought them. Same bracelet, same watch, same wedding set, same anniversary ring. So that's it. That's my outfit of the day, you guys. There we go. Oh my goodness, my hair, but whatever. We're going with it. I'm pretty much very casual today compared to some days. So anyway, all right, let's get started with Stacy. How about that? Let me explain who Stacy is first. You hear me speak about her all the time in my videos, and as I'm going around with my home tours especially, I'm forever saying, and Stacy, my cousin, made me this, and Stacy, my cousin, gave me this, and Stacy, my cousin, did this, and Stacy, my cousin. So Stacy is my first cousin, and our dads are brothers. And Stacy's dad is younger than my dad, and they are the only two of the four brothers. There were four brothers, and they are the only two left. Unfortunately, my Uncle Bob and my Uncle Don are both in heaven with my mom and their wives and sweet Kristen now, you know? And I miss them all terribly. But my dad and Stacy's dad are very close. All the brothers were very, very close, and our family is very close. And so, as I said, our dads are brothers, and there are 5 lady cousins, and we love each other like to the moon and back. And there are 2 gentleman cousins too. You've heard me speak of Todd a lot, and he is a pastor, and his sister is Donita. The other one is Donnie, and I don't get to see him. He doesn't live close to us. He lives the furthest away of all of us, but sure do love him. Oh my goodness. And then there is Vicky and Joyce, and they are sisters, and they are Donnie's sisters. And then Todd and Donita are brother and sister. And they had a sister who passed away at a young age of cancer. So there were three children in the oldest brother's family and in the second oldest brother's family. And then there was me and then Stacy, So, and Stacy and I are about 10 years apart, almost exactly 10 years apart. And she's younger than me. As a matter of fact, she's the baby of the family. And she is a bundle of talent. A bundle of talent. We always all tease that when we all get together, we all sing. We're a very musical family, as you know. We all harmonize, although I need to be next to Donita, who sings alto. I sing alto, and I can never get the first note sometimes. And I'm like, Donnie, give me the first note. Give me the first note. And once I get the first note, I'm good to go, but we all love to get together, and we all love each other just like you would not believe. And there's nothing better for me than family time like that, when the whole family can get together. Admittedly, Stacy and I are a little closer than some of the other cousins, and we all are close, very close, but Stacy and I have kind of formed a little bond, I guess, because we are only children, both of us, and because we have a lot of things that we do. We're both crafters. We're both decorators, kind of, in our own rights. And we grew up in the same town in Maryland. My dad was an educator, and my mom was too. And then when Stacy's dad graduated from college, he became an educator, and his wife worked in the school system. And so our little 3 units of each of us were all grew up. Stacy and I graduated from the same high school. We have some of the same friends, even though we're 10 years apart, So Stacy and I have always been very, 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 very close. When we were little, or when she was really little, all the way up through our whole lives, And she's very special to me, you guys. She's very, very special to me. And when we all get together, we all speak over one another, and we all talk really loud, and it gets louder and louder and louder and louder because we have to be heard, we all have to be heard. But it's funny because we can all follow all the conversations, and we know exactly what everybody's talking about. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we have a wonderful family, you guys. I speak about my family so much. I know it. And I don't want to bore you with any of that, but the reason I bring up Stacy so much here is because she is such a big part of my life, even though we live, 100 miles apart. We still text almost every single day. We talk probably once a month, and when we get talking, it's a 2 or 3 hour conversation on the phone. We are very, very close. And as you know, she does come down here. If you do a search on my YouTube channel, you'll find many videos with Stacy and I talking and chatting and doing crafts and cooking and all kinds of stuff. And she is coming down at the end of May. Woohoo! She is coming down. And we said we'll figure out something to do, even if we just sit and chat with one another, and we ask you all questions for us, something like that. We'll do something. I don't know. We don't have any crafting thought of yet, but we have a couple of months here. We can figure something out. But anyway, I wanted to bring something to you that Stacy made for me, and that she's offering to make for you guys for a very nominal fee, you guys. Honest to goodness, it's for a nominal fee. And I put up a video, and I'm going to put a link to my video, and that'll be the first thing you see in the description box below. But then below the description box, you're going to see a blog I put up as well. And I will explain why, and you need to go to the blog too. I was a blogger before I was a B blogger, before I was a V vlogger, you guys. Arlynn's Country Craft Corner is the blog too. So my name is across the board the same. Anyway, the link for this particular blog where Stacy offers how to do, she offers a tutorial of how to create these floating frames, and she offers the sheet music. She found royalty-free sheet music. She shows you how to age it, and she shows you how to make the quarters like that. And then she's offering the clings, as you can see there. It says, I will cling to the old rugged cross. Offering the clings for sale. And all of that information is in my blog. So don't leave a comment unless you just leave a comment to say, hey, I'm going to order from Stacy or something like that. Do not go through me. It won't work that way. Do not make a comment to order anything in the comments, you guys, because that won't work either. It'll be missed. If you try to order something in the comments, it will get lost in the shuffle, you guys. I get a lot of comments and it could very well get lost in the shuffle. So I encourage you to go and find Stacy's pertinent information in the blog, which will be linked in the description box of this video. You can go read all about it. She explains everything. I explained everything to a T in the blog, how you can get the music, how you can download it, I tell you all of it in that blog. Also, I have a link for this particular frame, which is a double paned frame. There's also a link for the frame in my blog too. What she's offering for sale, you would have to download the music or print off the music on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and age it yourself and do the corners yourself. And then she shows you how to put it between the glass and so on and so forth in her tutorial. But she is offering you to make you these clings and send them to you. And you will see all the clings that she offers in the blog as well. This one being one of them. And she is offering, also adding 2 clings, not the music though. She doesn't have the sheet music, I don't believe. I can't remember what sheet music she has. She has Great Is Thy Faithfulness for sure, because she also made me mine is a double frame. She made me this. So she doesn't tell you how to do this, but you could figure it out. Great Is Thy Faithfulness on the sheet music, and I will cling to the old rugged cross. So these are 2 that she offers, and I can't rightly remember if she has the sheet music for it as well. Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Whatever she doesn't have sheet music for, I'm not going to bother her to get the sheet music. That was hard for her to do, so I'm not going to bother her to do that. So if you just want that, if there's a cling that you would like without the music, feel free. She will also just send you the cling, and you don't have to do the music, so it's up to you. A couple of examples of how I've used the clings. Mostly I use them on lanterns, and you can see here, I've got one here on a beautiful red lantern. Y'all remember this infamous red lantern, Then Sings My Soul. And I have had this on this lantern forever and a day. So excuse any dust you see. It was out in my garage, so up on a shelf. So there's that one. And here's the other one. It is Well With My Soul. And I think I'm actually going to bring this one in here and set it on here on my kitchen counter. I think I'm going to put a candle and a candle ring in there and set it here on my kitchen counter because I love it. So, but anyway, I wanted to tell you about all of that and a little bit more about Stacy. She's married. She has 2 sons. She's been married for 10 years less than I have been, pretty much. And her hubby is very successful, and her children are wonderful, 2 boys, and you've seen pictures of them through the years. So, I am so blessed to have been born into our family, you guys. I feel like I've just been so lucky and so blessed. And because of the legacy that our the way we were raised and the legacy that our dads and moms and how close they kept us as growing up. And as I say, to this day, we are all the first cousins are still so close. And if I haven't seen them for a year or two or three, when we do see them, it's like we never left their side, So, I encourage you, I guess the reason I want to tell you all this too is I just encourage you to, stay close to your family, nurture them, love them, talk to them, reach out to them if you haven't. Facebook has really helped us stay connected, and we have a Facebook group going with all of us. If we have news, we put it in there. I made up a little Facebook group for us, that's private. And that's a good way for us to share pictures and share news of the families and that kind of thing. Just some ideas to help you pull your family together, if you want to. I just think it's so important, not especially after losing Kristen. It's always been important to us. It's always been important to us. Kristen was very close to Stacy, very close to Stacy and my other cousins. And she didn't get to see them as much as we got to see Stacy, of course, but she was very close. We are all close. All of us are close, so, but I guess before I get on with Kristen myself, I guess while I'm kind of segueing into this, I did want to mention that, I say this when we're going into a weekend sometimes, but I feel led to say this today, and I don't know why. This has just kind of popped into my head, and I know we're on a Tuesday. If I get this up on Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest, you'll be seeing this, and you will see one more decorating video this week too as well. But, when you talk to your family or a friend even, or anybody, never forget to tell them how you feel. Tell them that you love them before you say goodbye to them. I am so grateful that I talk to Kristen every day. Every day, you guys, she called me. She called me every day on her way home from school. Every day. And I told her I loved her, and she told me she loved me every time we said goodbye. So I don't have that regret. What I'm saying is I don't want anybody to have that regret, you guys. I don't want anybody to say, oh, I wish I had the chance to say I love you one more time. Why didn't I tell them I love them? Why didn't I tell them I love them? I miss them, Never forget to show that love, to show that affection, because we are not guaranteed tomorrow, you guys. We're just not guaranteed it. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And I know I'm speaking from my heart of hearts here, and it's difficult to hear sometimes too, I think. It's certainly not easy for me to kind of get this out because my emotions are so right here. But please tell your family that you love them. Please don't let a day go by, especially if you've spoken to them, to tell them that you love them. And show your affection, you guys. It's so important. So important. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to how Chris and I met. A lot of you have heard this story before. And the reason I'm going to tell you this story is just to tell you kind of how different Chris and I are in personality. But yet our marriage has worked beautifully for, like I said, almost 42 years. So many of you have said lately, we make a great team. We work well together. I'm so lucky to have him, and I am. And y'all don't have to tell me that. I know how lucky of a lady I am. And he's not, doing too bad having me in his life either. I don't mean to say that to say I'm anything special, but the two of us together really make a pretty good couple, together. And we met, I was 20 and he was 23 and fresh out of college. And I was in college at the time. I went to a community college and never got my degree. No, I didn't, because I met Chris and I got married before 6 credits short of my degree, you guys. And no, I never went back and finished. Can you believe it? Anyway, we met, as I've told you just recently, I think Donna, who gave me that pink Angel from Boyd's that's in Mooney's Hutch out there. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to tell you about that pink fairy. Remind me, like you are going to be able to do that. Anyway, about the what I thought was the Glinda doll, but it's not. I got to tell you that. I got to correct myself. Anyway, hey everybody, I'm morphing in here with some footage about the Good Fairy doll. Yes, she is a good fairy. She is not the Glinda the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz. Somebody had told me that, and I never did any research, and I should have. Well, come to find out, she is not from The Wizard of Oz. She is just simply the Good Fairy. And she is beautiful, and she is vintage, and Chris found her on eBay. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And she does have her wings in the back, and you can see on the tag I'll put here, you can see this is her tag, and I do have a picture of her tag up close. But she is the Good Fairy, the Good Fairy from Madame Alexander. She definitely is Madame Alexander, but old, and I don't remember the year. Chris told me the year, and I'll ask him again and put it up here for you. So anyway, the Good Fairy. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Anyway, she was a very dear friend of mine, and I'm going to talk fast here a little bit because I do have a little bit of a haul. So, but we were best friends, and we worked together at Steakhouse, and I met Chris. She was having a get-together one evening, and she invited Chris and their aunt, and they came in, and I saw Chris walk in the door, and I'm like, oh my goodness, who is this, you know? And I was casually dating a paramedic at the time who never showed up that night. You know, sometimes he has a purpose that we're not aware of, you know? And I think that was a God thing, you know, that Chris, you know, that other guy didn't show up, and really never had anything else to do with him. I guess it really wasn't anything that special, for sure. Anyway, Chris and I met that night. He was so shy and so quiet I wouldn't say he's shy, he's quiet. He's just a quiet individual. He's very, very, a deep thinker. I always tell him I would love to climb into your brain and just live there for one day and see the world through your eyes. I feel like he sees a wider picture than me, you know, if that makes sense. I feel like I am more tunnel visioned. I am anal retentive. I'm organized, and not that he's not organized, but I'm very organized and I'm very regimented. And I need to get this done and this done and this done, you know, whereas he gets so much done, but it's not like he really has a plan to do this or that or the other thing. He just does it, you know. He's so talented. He's, first of all, the smartest individual I know on the planet. Honest to goodness. He is so talented. He was wonderful. He had a great career, wonderful career that he never wants me to mention, but he worked his way up through the ranks. He's a graduate of the University of Florida. I will tell you that. Go Gators. And he's a mechanical engineer, and he is a jack of all trades and a master of many. You always hear that, jack of all trades and a master of none. He is a jack of all trades and a master of many. He can build, he's built shelves, as you know, he's built furniture, he can fix anything. We never have to call a plumber, we never have to call an electrician. He does all our car maintenance, and not because he has to, because he wants to. He enjoys it. He enjoys doing all that stuff, you know. Right now, he is literally down in the back of our lot with cording and paint and whatever sectioning off the back of our property, and I think he's going to be putting paths in there or something where he can ride his ATV. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but he's way back in the lot. We have like a 4.5 acre lot, and he's way back in the back of the lot doing something out there. But before he left, he mixed up crab cakes, and we're having crab cakes for dinner. Yes, he did, and he put them in the refrigerator because he read that if you mix it up and then put it in the refrigerator, it needs to cool first. Don't ask me the recipe. It's different every time, you guys. I know it. I saw him have crab meat and mustard and mayonnaise out and a little bit of Old Bay. And other than that, I don't know what he's doing. So anyway, I, on the other hand, am very talkative. I never meet a stranger. I am gregarious. I laugh a lot. Even though you've seen me cry a lot lately. I tease, I'm a teaser. I've got a really good sense of humor. Not that Chris doesn't. He's a teaser too. He's a big teaser. We both are. We both tease each other. But you know, Chris and I, in other words, our personalities are completely at a different ends of the spectrum. Yet we get along beautifully. And that saying, opposites attract, really, really, really holds true for Chris and I. And it all has come to fruition since he retired and since he really got interested in what I do and my decorating and the YouTube channel and all that. Not that he's seen much on the YouTube channel, or he never talks really too much other than that one video, which he doesn't like. But anyway, we have really, you know, formed a nice team as far as putting room decor together. He does all the up high work for me. He builds me, like I said one day, a couple of years ago, would you please build me a garden box? Well, the next thing I know, here the garden box was sitting upstairs at the kitchen counter one morning, you know, and he made it in a few hours. You know, he's so talented, you guys. So, I wanted to give you kind of a glimpse into he and I as a couple. I could not do this channel without Chris. I could not. He is my everything. He is my heart. He is my everything, you guys. And and we have been traversing through the death of our daughter together, just like we do everything else together, you know? And we have been leaning on each other and depending on one another and talking things out and doing brass tacks, uncomfortable things like cleaning out her place. And I'm not even going to go into all that, but it's just, you know, I'm so grateful that I have him. I'm so grateful that we have each other and that we're walking through this life together. You know, I love him. I love him so much, guys. And I think he loves me a little bit too. Anyway, I wanted to give you a little glimpse of that. So I'm going to stop rambling. I know I'm rambling all over the place today. And I wanted to show you just a few things that I've gotten from Amazon. A couple of things for the upcoming decor we're going to be doing. I'm going to be working on my half moon table out in the living room. And it is going to be done up in golds and whites pretty much. But pretty much all gold and, gold accents. So, sorry. One thing I got was some gold beads. Look at that. With little, take the tassels or the packaging off. It won't come off that one. With little jute, but it looks gold. It looks like they painted it gold. The tassels look kind of gold. So cute. Very simple, but cute. Don't know where they'll go. And then I also got 3 gold balls, 3 of them in a box here. And these are going to go in like a bowl. I got a metal bowl I have sitting up on its side that I'm going to nestle these into. So that's the only 2 things decor wise. Then I got myself a new little, this is my scooter key. This is a key ring, so you could do this for any of your keys. But I love these. Kristen gave me this idea a long time ago, and I needed a new one. And I got it from Amazon, and I love it. And yes, it has my scooter key on, but I never lose my scooter key. When I go and drive it to the buffet, I always put my key on my arm and, actually I put it on this arm so it doesn't get in the food and, because I'm right-handed. So anyway, but I thought that was really cute. And the purples, it comes in all kinds of different colors. And I'll give you a link in my fashion box. How about that for this? Super cute and super convenient. Kristen got all of us some. Well, Candace, myself, Stacy, and herself, I think, got these for Christmas a few years ago. So that, and then I got a new bathing suit, you guys. Yes, I did. Because the bathing suits I wore on my last cruise, oh my word, they must have more chlorine than Carter has pills and that's fools. Because it faded. My really pretty pink bathing suit that I have and my coral color one. So I got myself a new bathing suit and I got the same kind. And I did size up a size for me. I got a size 20. in this because of the girls, you guys. It fits, they fit, and it's made a little bit small. But these are adjustable, you know, so I'll adjust the straps. But this is a very becoming, I'll show one picture of myself in the bathing suit. I think I have one with me in the coral suit with Maverick. But this is really cute. These are really cute because they're ruffled. They have 1, 2, and then the bottom ruffle. And they come with like boy shorts, but I don't wear the boy shorts. I'm going to be honest with you. This is what they come with. Instead of these shorts, I buy myself swim shorts, and I can put a link for this in my, if it's not already there, in my description box. But I prefer my legs to be a little longer, and the legs on these to be a little longer. They come almost to my knees. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like my legs, even with losing almost 94, by the way, pounds now. I don't like to show my legs that much. You know, I'm very modest, and it's bad enough that the girls are kind of large and in charge. So I don't like the cellulite on my legs. I don't like to show my legs, you know, that's just who I am. So I actually purchased the bathing suit that comes with the boy shorts because I love the tops so much. And then I get the swim shorts for underneath of it. And it's a good combination for me, you guys. But isn't this a pretty bathing suit? And hopefully, I know my pool will not fade anything. So it is chlorinated, but I don't know what they had on that pool, on the Emerald Princess. Oof. So there's that. And then I did get myself, because I had these on the Panama Canal cruise, and sometimes it gets windy out here too. And I buy little clips to clip your, these are, whoa, come back. These are towel clips, like to clip your towel on the chair, you know, your beach towel on the chair. You can use it for anything else. We also use them to build forts. Maverick uses these to build forts or something like these. But the clips I had before were, I was using them in the Panama Canal, and they were breaking. I broke about 4 of them. They were so old. They were just ancient old. So these are not expensive and on Amazon, and I'll put them in my fashion box too, so they're easily found for you guys. But little clips, and it comes in a set of 12, I think, and it comes with a little bag too. Look at that. So these are cute. So you can take them to the beach just like this in their own little bag, little meshy bag. Doesn't matter if it gets wet or sandy or whatever, it'll wash right off. So cute little idea for you. Then when I go on trips, especially when I fly, which these trips that we have coming up, we are not flying. But I still will take these because for times I get bored and I don't want to always be on my phone doing this or that. You know, sometimes I like to disconnect completely, and I like to sit and just do an easy peasy crossword puzzle. Now, if I wanted to really work my brain, I could sit down and do the New York Times puzzles. Kill me now. They really work my brain, the New York Times ones. But these are super simple, super simple. Anybody can do these. What I like about them too is you can open them up and you can see it's like a spiral notebook, and you can open it right up and fold it back and have just your crossword puzzle, you know? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy to do. Easy as pie crosswords. Oh, so easy, and they really are. I think half of the book is easier than the part of the other book, if I remember right. Yeah, welcome to Easy as Pie Crosswords. Oh, so easy, which contains 72 easy themed crosswords in a unique format. The first 36 will be very gentle, a very gentle challenge, followed by 36 that are just a touch more difficult. Well, they're not that much more difficult, trust me. But I mean, you know, so I got a couple more of these because I always take them when we travel, and I love to have them. Also, my dad does these all the time, sitting here when he's just kind of hanging out, even watching his games on the television or whatever. I keep them right there by his chair where he sits, and he just grabs one up and does a couple after he's done doing his, always brings his paper down. We stopped getting our local paper because it just didn't have anything in it we were interested in anymore. So we can't give him our crossword puzzle anymore. So I give him a crossword puzzle book, and he loves doing the easy ones too. So, and that's all I have to haul. Big deal, huh? So anyway, like I said, this was just a chitting and chatting kind of video, and you guys kind of have been calling for the chit chat videos. And since I'm not going to be driving anywhere, Chris has been, I don't know why, but since Kristen passed away, Chris likes to drive me everywhere. And I don't know why that is. I'm perfectly capable of driving myself. And not even having the knee pain I'm perfectly capable. But he says, no, we'll go to lunch. I'll drop you off and then I'll go do errands and come back and get you. So I'm not even driving at the moment to do my car chit chats. So maybe this will be like a car chit chat, you know? So I guess I'll close this one out and say, yes, I will be back one more time this week, later in the week, with that decorating video. And I don't know what else. Who knows? So please subscribe if you would. If you could take a moment to do that. If you've been watching me for a while and haven't taken that plunge to hit the subscribe button, please take a moment to do so. Then click the notification bell. And when the drop down menu comes up, hit all so you never miss one of my uploads. And then click you like it, click the thumbs up, and leave me a comment. And all of that helps my algorithm, apparently, and helps my channel grow. And I would really appreciate it. Alrighty, I guess that's it for today. So thank you all so much for stopping in here today. For those of you who might be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits. Hugs all around, and I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.